belly's cream. I am a vegetarian, man, I only eat meat. Wear a lot of carrots and I smoke up ice cream. No beef in my grocery bag, just some swishes and a whole bunch of cans of whoop ass. I'm strapped like...
Speaking with Keoni Ruth. Keoni recently signed out of the Golden Baseball League, playing for Maui. I know that a friend of yours and a Blue Claw at the time, Keoni Duren, played a role in that. Just talk about how that all went down and maybe the role that the other Keoni played in the signing.
I'm not real sure. I mean, I know that he was here when I got a call about the interest. I mentioned to him, I had a call from the Phillies a week before, and he said he didn't know anything about that. And then the night before I got the second call, he was here and he mentioned to me that he talked to someone, and we played together. Well, not play together, but we trained together back home, and I guess he has some good stuff to say.
Talk about what the process of leaving an independent team is when an affiliated team shows interest.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Just talk about the process of leaving an independent team. Like, you obviously you got to deal with them. You're playing with Maui, and then an affiliated team calls upon you and says, hey, we're interested in you, and obviously, everybody's you'd lean toward, and you're going to go with the affiliated team. So just talk about the process of maybe how you have to go about informing your team in an independent team, in an independent league like that.
Yeah, it was new to me. My first year in independent ball, and obviously in an independent ball, everyone's goal is to get back to affiliated. Even the manager's job is to get you back to affiliated. Not only to win, but to help kids get back there. So it was pretty quick. It was pretty quick when I got the call, and they said they were going to call a general manager, and my manager found out, and they just purchased my contract from the independent ball team, and off I went.
You were drafted by the Padres a few years ago, and you played in their system for a few years. Just in the San Diego system, who did you learn the most from, and maybe what have you taken out of those few years that you were in that system?
They had a lot of good coaching in that system, so I learned a lot of things, both offensively and defensively. Just try to take what I learned throughout those years and help it to my advantage as far as experience and whatnot, and just try to work on my strengths and weaknesses that I've learned over the last few years, and try to get better every day.
You're a versatile infielder. You play multiple positions around the diamond. Just, do you have a preference, and do you feel like you're better at anything specifically?
No real preference. I played different positions within the infield enough to feel comfortable at each spot, but primarily in professional baseball I've been a second baseman, so I feel comfortable there, and glad to be back at second playing there, because I was primarily a third baseman at my independent ball team just a few months ago.
Okay, we're here with Keoni Ruth, and I got a few more for you. Just try to make it quick. I know you got business to tend to. Just talk about growing up in Hawaii as a fan of baseball, and where baseball might stand among other competitive sports there.
Baseball's up there. Baseball's up there, definitely. I grew up playing different sports, football and basketball and all those sports, but I'd have to say baseball and football are definitely up there.
How easy was the transition coming here to Lakewood, and were the teammates welcoming of you?
Yeah, they're real welcoming. I mean, that's how it is. That's how, especially professional baseball is. You have guys that come in and going all season. So, join a new team, is always a bit of a challenge to get to know the guys. But a good bunch of guys here.
I coach Babe Ruth League age kids, age 13 to 15. If you had an opportunity to give advice to kids that age that would hope to play baseball beyond high school, whether it's college or professionally, what might you tell kids that age that kind of had that in their future?
Just keep working hard and stay on track. If that's what you want to do, if you want to be a baseball player in the future, you got to put in the extra time, the extra days during the week just to work on what you got to do, and just stay humble and just keep working at your strengths and weaknesses, and just become a better all-around player.
And then one last thing for you, what's your impression of the facilities here in Lakewood in comparison to other places that you've played?
I told a bunch of the players this is real nice, real awesome stadium, and they're fortunate to be playing, in this stadium, as well as, some of the other fields I just seen. on the road. They got some nice stadiums here, compared to a few of the leagues that I played at before. So, it's definitely up there.
And speaking of those, I know you played for Maui, which is in the Golden Baseball League. Your manager here, Mark Parent, used to coach Chico in that league. And just coming up on the Maui schedule, I know you missed the team. Chico Outlaws is on their schedule coming up pretty soon, and they've got a female knuckleball pitcher. Was that kind of in your mind? Were you kind of looking forward to maybe facing her at all as the schedule was approaching there?
Yeah, we all were pretty curious, to see her pitch, and we're all, somewhat anxious just to play against Chico and see what she has and face, a sidearm knuckleballer, So, yeah, it was definitely something I wanted to face. I wanted to face her and see what she had, but, I just didn't get the chance to.
That's all I got for you.
Yep.